how to be more attractive. Uh-oh. Am I really going to be the person to give advice on this? I only look at myself sometimes in the mirror and see myself as unattractive. So, maybe it's more than looks. I'm sure it is. Hey, to somebody I'm attractive, so maybe I can speak on this. And I'm just saying, I ain't even gonna say, look, this ain't about me. This ain't about killing my self-esteem. How to be more attractive. All right, this is just my view on it. I don't care if you disagree, but some good stuff here. Perhaps this will stop you from trying so hard. Perhaps this will stop you from trying to emulate what you see on television. Putting makeup on your face and a filter. I don't know how many women watch this, but men, you put filter on yourself too. You get too caught up in what the women are doing. All right, fuck trying to be eye candy. Be more. Be deep rooted. Be the mountain. Be the tree. Be the oldest tree in the forest, baby. All right, so the first thing is to have your own style and quirks. Okay. See, you think sometimes style is the way you dress. I mean, sometimes it is, but you think that's all it is. But no, it's the way you go about things. All right, it's the way you walk, the way you talk, your mannerisms and things like that. All right. If you ever see me in person or whatever, you see I'm like kind of bouncing side to side. That's how I walk. All right, I'm flat-footed, but I own it. I'm not trying to walk like I'm in the Marines, like I'm in the military. All right, I walk like a penguin sometimes. I don't care. That's my thing, alright? And it helps, I don't know, it kind of helps rock me into a certain mood, like, not necessarily like a gangster, but just like carefree, alright? I may take up a little bit more of the sidewalk, even though I am pretty short, but it's just, I just walk this way, alright? But I'm alright with that, and we're speaking on quirks, man, the thing that make you tick, the things that make you excited, alright? Now, when I speak of quirks, I never really talk about men. I'm always focused on women, and because it's just the quirkiness shows in a different way. It's somewhat bubbly at times and kind of fanatic. And I like that thing. Like women who just are just crazy about animals and all that. I don't really know what my quirk is off top, but it's just, I don't know, maybe the way that I like fresh paper and just like to smell it sometimes, and just how excited I get when I get a new composition notebook and the bitch costs like 99 cents or something. Like, but I don't know, that just excites me, or in sports when I see just a great play happen, it's like, it means nothing. It shouldn't mean anything to anybody, but it means something to me. It's electrifying. It's gravity defying, it's fun to watch sometimes, just to be crazy about something that just you could question its meaning, alright? To be a movie buff and want to talk about the meaning of something, baby. Just like, the quirks. Just being free, being a weirdo, being bogus, being just having your own way about you, man. You can have style and be raggedy, dress raggedy like me sometimes, man. Like, it don't even matter, because it's all about what's in here. It's all about what's in the heart, what's in the mind, That's all that really matters, man. And you gotta own it, baby. You gotta own it. You don't want to find yourself around a group of people, all of a sudden you're a different person completely, or you trying to fit in, alright? Much better if people try to meet you where you are, alright? Those are the best people in the world. Like, I never try to change any one of you, alright? You come to me as a goth, a emo, a jock, a dumbass, whatever. I'm going to meet you wherever you are. And that's what life is all about. Alright? So you'd be surprised as to how attractive you are at your very core by just being a weirdo. Alright? A lot of people will mock you from standing out from the crowd. It's okay. They don't matter. When they're not around, just like nobody's around me right now, they don't exist. Alright? Similar to a tree falling when nobody's around. It doesn't make a sound. Alright? It only makes a sound to the people that are around. To me, I ain't hear no tree fall, alright? I don't see these people out here. I don't see these people who think I'm too weird for them, who think that I'm below them, that I'm beneath them. Alright? This is why I do not This is why I do not edit my videos, alright? The only perfection we have are these imperfections, baby. Alright? So deal with me. Alright? So the next thing is just to be really good at something. You know, it's always good to have something to present to people, you know? Now, obviously, we ain't looking for validation around here. I'll probably speak a little bit more on that later. But people seem to find it to be attractive, for example, when they see my handwriting or the way that I talk, or sometimes my voice. I hear my voice and I'm like, you sound like a goddamn teenager. Alright? Now, I might be a little bit excited in the way that I talk on these videos, but even when I'm kind of chilled out, it still sounds like a teenager, but I just go with it, alright? Because I'm harsh on myself. Anyway. So yeah, man, just get really good at something, man. Like, whatever it is. I mean, you don't have to show it off, but it's just good to pull out every once in a while. Like, I was about to say like juggling, but I mean juggling's a thing, but I don't know if that's going to get you laid, you know. But definitely writing, man, your poetry, the way you sing, baby, the way you rap, you know, whatever other skill you got, the way you draw, the way you paint. Oh my God, there's a lot of great artists on my Facebook friends list, man. This is like this one dude, this one black dude, man. He's just so good at painting. Goddamn, it looks better than the picture. And I know women think that's sexy. You know, he take a lot of pictures of himself and just like, he in his bag right now, man. Like, he's winning. Alright, so definitely want to have something going about you, as opposed to trying to set up some type of trap to catch the women or whatever. Just focus on yourself, and that'll bring them all in. You know, same thing for the women, man. Just focus on, like, it's okay. Obviously, it's okay to be beautiful from an aesthetic point of view, to be beautiful in a shallow way, an external way. You know, it's good. But, cause, you know, I kind of got to pick on women because it's so easy for women to pick up men. You don't want to have your identity tied to this, alright? Like, you too, maybe you even especially work towards getting good at something, because a lot of us men, we don't have a chance if we aren't good at anything. You know, even if that one thing is being good at talking a good game, you know? That's the way it is, alright? And women especially, if you want to find men who aren't shallow, then just keep adding to your depth. Keep adding to your repertoire. Alright? You got to be just as competitive as the men as far as building on, what was, until you get to a point where you're fine with it, alright? You know, but just get good at something. I think that's pretty attractive. You know? So I'm always interested in what other people are good at, and I just like to take that bit of exploration as to how their life goes, and just the ins and outs, the workings of it. Kind of like Mr. Rogers, and he'll go to a factory or something like that, just to get to know about different people and what they spend their time doing, because there's only X amount of time in these days, so we can't get around to learning how to do everything. So it's just cool to be around people who are really good at any particular thing, whether it be cooking, dancing, or painting. Let me see. So the next thing is to be bold and risky/risque. Alright. Now this could get you in some trouble. Alright, I got blocked many times, but I mean, sometimes I just feel like I need to compliment what I see in the camera, alright? So if I see a nice ass, I see nice tits, sometimes I feel inclined to speak on it. Alright? Especially when I feel like it's the focal point of the camera. But I get that wrong sometimes, so I'll probably chill out. But some people appreciate that. Alright? Like, I ain't trying to be no creep. I don't really hop in the DMs like that or anything like that anyway. But hey, some people like it. Or let's say you got something going with somebody else in a private setting, and all the signs point to yes, take a chance. If you get rejected, okay, that's it. Fall back a little bit, alright? Now, you don't want to creep anybody out, but you'd be surprised if we're dealing with a two-person setting, that other person may be just as nervous as you, if not even more nervous, but they would like to make a move. They don't know how you're going to respond, or they would like for you to make a move. You know, so that's just something you got to consider. Some people like that. Fortune does favor the bold. All right, especially if you just put yourself out there and just be like, hey, look, you're what I like. All right, so what's it gonna be? Now, obviously, you know, kill the expectations, like I'm speaking on in my recent videos. You want to kill your expectations and understand that rejection is just a part of life. Okay, rejection isn't something that you need to take to heart. All right, everybody not gonna feel the same way as you, but speak up, because closed mouths don't get fed, man. For real. There's a lot of missed opportunity, you know, regarding people who just didn't want to take that chance for fear of failure. So, be bold. Be risky. You know, be respectful. But definitely be bold and risky. Alright, I can't stress that enough. As somebody who let a lot of opportunity go away for fear of rejection, you know, just seeing things as it may be the end of the world, and just letting opportunity slip by, and letting that opportunity fall in somebody else's hands who are willing to take those chances. Alright, so let's see what we got. Be generous and humble / kind. Okay? Gotta put a good heart into this world. Now, obviously, you gotta guard yourself. But a lot of us are so closed off. A lot of us are so robotic in this simulation, in this game of The Sims. More on that in my Matrix videos. But you want to give it your all. And I speak of bravery. And I think it's pretty brave to, after your heart's been broken many times, you patch it on up. You know, you get your pump and you pump it right back on up, and you just go back to war, baby. You know, the war of love, lust, and broken hearts, I guess. I don't know. Give it a title. But you put yourself back into the game, and you try again, and you try in a different way. You go even bigger. You stop thinking about that one particular person who may have hurt you, and you start thinking about the whole. You start thinking about the people who actually want to be around you, who actually want to be in your life, who actually want to do well by you, who want to do good by you, who want to see you happy, who are supportive. Alright? Because we're not going to take them for granted, because we don't want to have that conversation with ourselves of, you know, when we're self-loathing, and we're like, well, that person's no longer around anymore, and that person really cared about me, and I just couldn't see it. I was too blind to see it because my eyes were focused on someone who didn't give a fuck about me. That's our reality now. It's quite scary. This is why I like to detach from society every once in a while and really get a grip on it and mold myself into who I think I should be as I enter back into Babylon. Alright? So you want to have a good heart. Now, the thing about me is, I don't know how different I am on video than the actual life. I try to be pretty raw, pretty honest. But that's the thing though. I'm pretty raw, man. I'm pretty rough. Like, I gotta mostly a take it or leave it attitude. Like, you know, I may be liable to fight sometimes, you know, but I'm never really over the top. But, you know, experience brought me to the point where it's just like, sometimes I just got my guards up. But even still, at the core of everything, I am still that person who has, and people can prove it to you, who has given his last to the homeless. Alright? It's just part of the reason why I hate keeping dollars on me anyway, because I just feel like every dollar that I have is just reserved for the homeless. So that's what I find myself doing, and I mean, it just feels right. It feels right to me. All right. I underused the amount of help that I could be getting with my daughter, even though I do get help. But I choose to be in her life every day. I know a lot of guys, they leave the mothers on the hook, and they take themselves off the hook, And the moms really don't have a choice. I hate that it ends up like that oftentimes, but it's the case. Alright, the men leave the women behind to basically be the mother and the father, and then we get mad at women when they say, when they treat themselves as the father on Father's Day or whatever, because quite frankly, truth be told, they don't get enough appreciation. You know, that's a tough thing to do, to be a parent, for real. And this is coming from somebody who has help. It's tough. Makes you regret it all. Makes you regret a lot. But anyway, besides that, I want to do the right thing. That's why I put out videos like this. YouTube isn't paying me. YouTube probably won't be paying me for a long time, my friend. I could be very much more selfish right now and try to focus on other things that could bring me in the dollars. But I want to present something to you all, something that you can hold on to, because an hour from now I may not even be alive. I may not be alive tomorrow, but this is the gift I can always give. All my videos, all my contributions to the world. And enough about me. This is what you can give. You know, make sure that your contributions are on the straight. Make sure you aren't just serving yourself. Even though you got to put yourself first. Even though you got to fill up your cup. You know, even though you have all these obligations. Even though you don't want to move on. I mean, even though it's hard for you to move on, I should say. Even though you are confused about your next move in life. I experienced such a confusion as well. I understand. And I made this a lot deeper than how to be attractive. But here we go. Deep rooted. You got to be deep rooted. Alright. So, the next thing is keep your head in the books. / always be a student. Alright. The days of being a dumbass, we're putting that behind us. We in this age of intelligence. Alright. Nobody want to talk to somebody who can't smell. Who can't smell. Who can't spell. Who can't read. Who can't write. Alright. Who can't have an intellectual conversation. Small talk. Yeah, it's okay. Talking about sports and the weather. Alright. Politics. Whatever. But the meaning of life. Talking about the meaning of life and philosophy and where we can go as human beings, as the human race, and speaking on ideas to make this world a better place, and trying to make this existence not only more bearable, but more of a place where everyone has a greater opportunity to flourish, and they don't hate waking up in the morning, and they wish they could sleep longer, and they wish that they feel appreciated, and they wish they belonged. This is what we need. We need something deeper. Alright. I had somebody ask me recently if I was single, and I was like, "Why are you interested?" And she said, "Yeah." And I forgot what I said, but she was like, "For real, man, you got a good head on your shoulders, and most people are robots." Yeah. This is part of the reason why I stopped being so attracted to all of the eye candy that's on Facebook. Because obviously, I like ass, I like tits, and I love pretty faces. But it's not enough. Especially in this age of thirst trap culture. And I'm sure some of the things that I've said in response to the beauty that I've seen is definitely screenshotted. You know, I can't see it because I got blocked. And, you know, then you got people in the comments probably saying, "Oh yeah, he's a creep. He said that to me too." Honestly, I don't really care, because I never mean to harm anybody. I like being honest. Alright. So maybe I'm having trouble maneuvering through the society a little bit, alright, because I don't really want to be a part of it, but when I come out, hey, a man likes what he sees. But anyway, be intellectual, alright? You don't have to dress yourself up as this studious person. I never try to change my voice try to change the way I talk and try to act all exquisite. I don't care if I stumble over my words. I don't care if I make a fool out of myself. And I don't care who sees me as intelligent, who doesn't, who sees me as a fool. I'm going to remain a student, alright? I'll never quite identify myself as somebody who's intelligent, but I'm always learning. I'm always an aspirant. I'm always looking to go somewhere that I'll probably never be, because the more that you learn, the less that you truly know. Alright? But being a student is attractive to people. Alright? To people who really matter, who are really gonna make a difference in this world, who don't want to just be led by, you know, a herder, a sheep herder, you know. Let me see. So the final thing that I found to makes you more attractive is you gotta be real. Alright? For some reason people seem to like my take it or leave it attitude. Alright? I can be flexible. Alright? But I'm not gonna compromise myself. I don't want to compromise myself for the sake of other people liking me. Too many people that I wanted in my life, they aren't here right now for whatever reason. And I tried to resist for so long. And I tried to get people to reconsider. But it wasn't enough. So instead of being a beggar, I chose to just keep it real with myself. So if I ever requested for a woman to come back into my life and the answer was no, even if I asked 2 or 3 times, then eventually you just gotta accept it and accept that things can get better. But as far as being real, you tell the truth. Alright, you don't make a sociopath out of yourself, a psychopath out of yourself by trying to assimilate, by trying to mirror somebody and say, oh, this is, yeah, oh yeah, I like what's something that I don't like? Oh, I like reality TV. Oh, I love Love and Hip Hop. Oh yeah, well, yeah. What's her name? Nene. Oh yeah, yeah. She bad. Yeah, she's stupid. Yeah, she real stupid. I can't believe she did that. Look, if I don't like reality TV, I don't like reality TV. All right. If I don't like going to the club, I don't like going to the club. I've never been to a club actually. Maybe I'll go one time. Maybe one day I'll be drunk and I'll just go and see how that goes. But I don't really want to be a part of that, alright? I'm trying to focus on what's real to me. And what's real to me is trying to make these contributions, is trying to create, try to be a master creator, trying to be a farmer of sorts, planting these seeds. Alright? But anyway, that's how you be more attractive. As I started to go over this, I don't know why I thought this was going to be more of a surface level type thing, but it turned out to be a lot more deeper than I thought. So hopefully you find a way to embody this, internalize it in your own particular way, to calibrate it to your own way of living. Alright, because I know I have a kind of a weird delivery that's not necessarily attractive in itself, but hey, we run with it, baby. We doing one takes over here, but thanks a lot, man. Take care.